game. Just waiting for the jungle. Oh, baby, we're doing it.
Here we go. This is everything I could have possibly wanted. Thank you so much, Beyond.
First
the
game.
Amumu coming back out. We saw it twice from him before. Now he's going to bring it out here.
Twice from him before in Summer Split 2016. And it's been a long time since we have seen the Amumu. And the draft changes very considerably, Achilleos, because Gnar and Amumu are about setting up Wombo Engage that the Orianna can profit from. So it's still going to be a lot of action in front of the Xayah, but it's oh so different to the previous game. The engage on MVP, the ball carriers, they're almost limitless.
Oh boy, MVP. Piecing this one together, and we finally get the return about a year later of this Amumu from Beyond. Has had some tweaks in the past. We thought maybe that would bring Amumu back in, especially at least for him, but has held on to it throughout the spring split, didn't show it, but now he says, you know what, I'm feeling good. We got that game 1 win, let's snowball it into a set.
And you rewind in your brain and remember that this Amumu was not the Cloud Templar special. He was not a tank Amumu player. He was a full AP Amumu player. And that build may have changed. It may well be tank in this game. But Beyond came into the LCK the first time as a known Amumu player in Challenger, played it twice in summer last year, brings it back a year later, and they're trying to continue the innovation that made them their name in the LCK and take down Samsung 2-0.
It'd be such a crazy feat. The audience already showing just how loud they can be, cheering for MVP going into game 1. Let's see how loud they can be now for game number 2. They have that win on the board. We get the Amumu yet again from Beyond. Let's see if that has invigorated them even further and how loud their lungs can scream. Let's go ahead and load up for game number 2.
All them tasty big camps going on. Now top lane.
ADD going to get double popped up here down to half HP, and the transformation is nowhere nearby. And without that flash, means that he is very swiftly going to get taken down for that first blood. Cuvée picking that one up for himself, and that's going to help fast track this aggressive build here from the J4.
Yeah, the pressure damage will be applied.
Ambition pushing his way up here, looking for ADD. Doesn't have the flash yet again. Cataclysm comes down. Ambition taking the tunnel system. He just wraps his way around to the other side. ADD looking for that transformation. Can he make it in? Ambition pops out the ultimate. The stun comes through, and he's going to walk away with his life.
Earlier in the game, this might not have happened, but at this point in the game, ADD does survive, and now mid lane.
Now Crown, he's going to get popped up. He's just going to get deleted. Ian finds the kill.
Teleport is down, and with Black Cleaver completed, even there's no Tiamat on the Gnar, of course. He's still in a great spot against the Jarvan.
We're not going to have much threat. It's going to be the Grand Hands. It's coming through. Shockwave down. Crown does get the flash away. We finally see the ultimate out here from the Amumu, but nobody has died on the side of Samsung. The item's not really there yet for MVP. You get that massive bit of burst. Now the Storm thrown down as Maha goes into the air. Ruler firing away, looking for the kill, but the shielding is just so massive from Ian. Helps keep him up.
A golden objective. If I was Samsung, I'd basically heavily threaten a dive. It's okay, Beyond's taking free damage.
I think it's the only Ambition staying in range here. So we go back with the bandage toss as Beyond looks for the opening. Has the flash available. Max making it into the back line. That's going to be the 3-man lockdown. Straight into the ultimate. That's going to be the Wombo combo that we were looking for. But Crown's the first one to die. But now Ruler is arriving and he's firing away. Double kill going over to the Twitch. Maybe looking for a little bit more arriving on the backside of the fight here with that Abyssal Voyage. Or JJ with the Devour spinning him over the wall as he looks for Max, and he will be able to take him out a couple more shots. Triple kill delayed here for Ruler, and finally we get the Wombo, but we get the answering fight from Samsung as they look for the ace. Ian sprinting his way around through the jungle, will get found, will be taken down, and that's Baron over to Samsung 32 minutes into the game.
And you almost left off your seat because finally they seem to be getting the Wombo, but it actually left a lot to be desired. Achilleos.
They didn't have Ruler.
Have the effect, and specifically, like you say, they weren't able to get it on priority members. The Shockwave underperformed. We'll have to see the replay to see exactly where it landed, but it was not the explosive Shockwave that was predicted. They are able to get through that particular phase, and we'll see the replay here. It's very clear the moment Beyond starts walking up exactly what's going to happen from here. So watch for the Shockwave, because the Shockwave went this, and it was a hula hoop. That was the problem. He hula hooped on the Shockwave. Your eyes were naturally focusing on the backline, but the Shockwave getting no damage at all means that, again, we don't get the full Wombo combo, we just get Wombo CC, and then the cleanup is easy for Samsung.
That could have been Ambition, that could have been Core JJ going down. And a big whiff from Ian potentially costs them the game. as it looks pretty likely the gold lead just tripling right there.
And again, you don't see one used, but they will use suboptimally. There's nothing else to respect, and then Roller just walks up and starts killing people.
I mean, he's still going to get locked down, but CoreJJ has the Devour. He gets rooted, pops the shield to keep himself alive. Knockup coming through. Gnar ultimate arrives, and Maha does find a kill in onto the top. Kench, but immediately draining back his Ruler yet again, who's completely unthreatened, just firing away constantly, getting these shields out from Crown to keep himself alive. Does get rid of Beyond. And it seems like Samsung just going to be able to exit after taking that inhib in the mid lane.
Yeah, the front line of Samsung's playing super well in these fights, showing enough threat that AoE ultimates like the Shockwave have to be used to peel away frontliners. Look, even if they layer close to perfectly, there's no guarantee they win. It's okay, they're trying again.
Cage comes through, the Devour is there. Shockwave does connect as Crown goes low, has the shield, keeping himself alive for the moment, but gets stunned in the wall by ADD. They will be able to pick up the kill, but they need so much more than that. He has the transformation, so Samsung can just try to wait this one out. Use the stun in onto Cubase. They try to take him down. A couple more hits will do it, but the shielding from Crown is just so massive, and he is able to walk away with his life in the end. Redemption, just a pop-up ambition. An MVP going all in on the J4, still can't find it.
And that means that Samsung can kite back to the Baron. They know MVP has not been... Cubase coming from mid lane, look at this.
Try to peel this one off, flag and drag over the wall, finds the Cataclysm coming down, just locking up 3 members. Cubase still on the front line, taking quite a bit of damage, but the shields are still huge. Quad stun there from the Curse of the Sad Mummy into the Shockwave, but the damage just isn't there to finish off the members of Samsung. Ambition is still alive, and yet again it's Ruler who is here to scoop up the kills, finds the kill in Empowered. And on this push, that will be that final inhib turret going down. Ruler pushing forward, ADD transformed, but still is just so squishy compared to the damage that this Twitch is offering up. Devour coming through from CoreJJ as he keeps him alive. Ambition exiting on the backside of the fight, barely stays alive, but will get killed by the Ignite in the meantime. But it's still Ruler coming up with the opening frags here for Samsung. Double kill as he gets rid of Beyond yet again. Can he find more? Is zoned out and is more interested in these Nexus turrets at the moment, so third inhibitor will crumble, and it seems like Samsung could just close it out right here.
Have to respect the ball for now. Ruler will have to back away 4v4, 4v3 I should say, but the minion waves will keep coming in. Juve gonna have to run back, doesn't have teleport, and yet the Nexus is now gonna be exposed in just a moment.
Yeah, one more shot. Ruler makes it back into his invisibility, opening up in onto Maha, shielding coming down, Devour yet again there. As CoreJJ's sole purpose in this game is just to ensure that Ruler does not go down. Now wrapping around from the bottom side, firing over onto the Nexus. They will just be able to finish it off right there. 42.5 minutes on the clock. Samsung take game 2. They will be taking this all the way home, and that is going to shut out the hopes of MVP fans, at least for the moment. They brought out the Amumu, but they just didn't find that massive engage.
And maybe the most disappointing or the biggest factor for the MVP team will be the what-ifs, because the what-ifs in the mid-game will be the sort of things they will rue. You see the players talking to each other. There were moments where MVP were poised to actually pick up the Wombo